Proof by mathematical induction. We are going to prove that 24 divides 2 times 7 raised to n plus 3 times 5 raised to n minus 5 for any integer greater than or equal to 1. First, we want to check the base case. So we verify n equals 1. We are just going to check that for n equals 1, true. If we are looking at the left-hand side, which is 24, then equals the right-hand side, where we replace the n's with 1, is going to be 2 times 7 raised to 1 plus 3 times 5 raised to 1 minus 5. 2 times 7 raised to 1 is going to be 14 plus 3 times 5 raised to 1 is 15 minus 5 is equal to 24. So for the base case for n equals 1, we have basically 24 on the left hand side and 24 on the right hand side. So this is a true statement. Since the basis case is true, the induction step, we are going to assume that this statement is true for some positive integer n equals k, and this is 24 divides 2 times 7 raised to k plus 3 times 5 raised to k minus 5. Next, we need to show true for n equals k plus 1. So we're going to prove that 24 divides 2 times 7 raised to k plus 1 plus 3 times 5 raised to k plus 1 minus 5. So we write this as 2 times 7 raised to k plus 1 plus 3 times 5 raised to k plus 1 minus 5 is equal to 7 times 2 times 7 raised to k plus 5 times 3 times 5 raised to k minus 5 is equal to 7 times 2 times 7 raised to k plus 7 minus 2 times 3 times 5 raised to k minus 7 times 5 minus 30 is equal to 7 open bracket 2 times 7 raised to k plus 3 times 5 raised to k minus 5 close bracket minus 6 times 5 raised to k plus 30 is equal to 7 open bracket 2 times 7 raised to k plus 3 times 5 raised to k minus 5 close bracket minus 6 times 5 raised to k minus 5. Since 5 raised to k minus 5 is equal to 5 times 5 raised to k minus 1, then minus 1, and 5 raised to k minus 1, then minus 1 is always divisible by 4. We then have a new equation. 5 raised to k minus 5 is equal to 4 times m for some integer m. Substituting this gives equal to 7 open bracket times 2 times 7 raised to k plus 3 times 5 raised to k minus 5 close bracket minus 24m. Since 24 divides 2 times 7 raised to k plus 3 times 5 raised to k minus 5 and 24 divides 24m, then 24 divides 2 times 7 raised to k plus 1 plus 3 times 5 raised to k plus 1 minus 5.